Marriage Ascenders, what is up? I want to take a moment and just share a few things that are on my mind. I've had some conversations lately of people feeling stuck in their relationships, feeling stuck in the business, feeling like the business is struggling. It's not taking off like they want it to, or they've reached kind of a plateau and they feel stuck. And so that's not a place that I want my people to spend time, because that's a lot of stress. That's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lack of clarity at times in that space. And so I wanted to share with you a few solutions how you can get yourself unstuck if you feel stuck in the business. Go ahead and take a moment to give a shout out for those that are watching live with us. Put a comment in the comment section and give StreamYard the permission so I can see who's on live, so I can give you a personal shout out. But some of the ways that we feel stuck is, I want to challenge you to not just work harder in the business when you feel stuck. I want you to really evaluate, what is the source? Why are you feeling stuck? Where are you stuck? And I have a good idea of where you are stuck or where you might be stuck. So here's a few questions to evaluate yourself, kind of see where you're stuck in the business. How's your communication at home with your spouse and your children? Do you feel like it's slipping a little bit? Do you feel like it's not as great as it normally is? Do you feel like there's kind of a bit of a challenge? It's just something's off with your communication with your spouse or your children. Are you getting short? Are you getting frustrated? So evaluate that. What's the communication like with your spouse and children? What's the communication like at home? Next thing you can evaluate is, what is the connection? What is the emotional connection with your spouse? Do you feel like it's really strong? Do you feel like it's faded? Do you feel like it's kind of hanging on? Do you feel like your roommate status, whatever? That becomes important, because the connection with our spouse have a lot of impact, both with the intimacy and our overall mood and our ability to show up and perform well in our home as a role as a husband, a father, a mom, a wife, a parent, whatever that is. Our connection with our spouse becomes huge. Now evaluate the level of contention in your home as your business started to feel stuck, or things started to slow down or get caught up in the business. Did the contention in your home start to increase? Did the levels of arguments, the frequency, the duration of the arguments increase? So pay attention to that. Pay attention to, um, how frequently are you saying "I love you" and "I'm sorry"? A lot of times, I know when I'm frustrated or whatever, those are some of the things that go. I get real stubborn and I refuse to say I'm sorry, or I really have a hard time with that. And JoJo's love language is, she loves words of affirmation. She loves that time. She really wants to hear "I love you." She really wants to feel loved. But for me, if I'm frustrated or upset, I don't want to be told "I love you." I don't want to say "I love you." And oftentimes, if I would humble myself enough to say that, that would solve the problem almost instantly. But for me, it's something that's challenged for me. I just want to be in my nothing box if things are frustrating for me. So have you stopped or minimized the times that you say "I love you" and "I'm sorry"? Pay attention to that. Pay attention to, how present are you? Are you able to turn off things in the business, or are you just grinding all the time nonstop? Wake up in the morning, business. Miss the family meals because of business. Stay up late because of business. Don't go to bed together with your spouse, business, business all day long. Are you just stuck in the business and not being present? And I would challenge you to evaluate those things. If you feel that your communication is not where it used to be, or it's struggling, or it's ineffective, then that is going to be a huge contributing factor to being stuck in the business. If you feel like your connection with your family, your loved ones, your children, your spouse, your friends, if that is fading, And that could be a huge hindrance to feeling stuck in the business. If you feel like the contention is rising, you're just on edge, you're shorter, you're not performing as well as you can, that will have a huge impact on how you can show up in your business, how you can show up for your customers. Are the arguments increasing? Are you just harder to get along with? That would also decrease your ability to show up for yourself in the home and in the business. What about being present? Are you there but not present? Are you in the same room as your loved ones but involved in the business? Are you answering emails when you should be sharing the family meal together? Are you taking calls when you could have an opportunity to participate in the children's bedtime routine? Ask yourself some of these things. And if you can answer yes to some of those, is my communication suffering? Is my connection with my spouse decreasing? Are the arguments and fights increasing? Is my ability to say I'm sorry decreasing? Is the frequency of I love you, is that decreasing? Do you feel like you're kind of an average score on being present? If those things are there, that's probably the source of why you're stuck in the business. A lot of times we want to solve a problem and we just try a tactic. We try a system. We try this. We try the next course. We try the next coach. And those things are great if they're done at the appropriate time. But if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like your business is not working or you're just frustrated and overwhelmed, let's evaluate what are the quality of your relationships at home. What is the feel of your home when you're home? Is there peace? Is there love? Or is it contention, arguing, high stress? If that's the environment that your home is, when you it's challenging to turn the business off. It's challenging to really show up for your people in your home and in your business. And so if some of those things are things that you're experiencing, don't give up. There's hope, there's solutions, there's a way to fix some of those things. And so if you feel like as your business is stuck and you feel like you're not on the same page as your spouse, if you feel like your vision and goals are not in alignment and that's why you feel stuck, it's okay. I got a few solutions for you. So the first solution that I think is very helpful to establish if you're feeling stuck in the business, call a family council, get all the kids, get your spouse, get your loved ones, get the whole family together. Do it in a time where it's no distractions, where you have some time where you can really dive in deep and where you can talk, where you can listen to the needs of other people. And so when your business is feeling stuck, there's a good chance that you have a different vision. You and your spouse have a different vision. And so when you call a family council, this is an opportunity to tell the things that are going well in the business, the things that are struggling, the things that you'd like to change, the goals that you like to establish. And if we can have a family council and talk through, oh, I've been so stressed in the business. I have not been the best husband or father that I can and should be over the last month, 2 months, 3 months. I haven't been as intentional as a father. I haven't been as kind, or I've been short. My temper's been frustrating. Whatever it is, share those things for you so your loved ones can be there to support you. So in a family council, there's several things that we want to accomplish, but we want to hear your feelings from every member of the family. And so a family council is important, not just for a husband and wife, not just for older kids, but even younger kids too. My kids are 3, 4, 4, 5, and 8, and they participate in our family councils. And a lot of times there's things that we talk about that the younger ones don't understand, and that's okay. But a family council will be how you can address the communication, how you can start to make a game plan for improving the emotional connection, how you can address the arguments and triggers and things of that sort. And so family councils will be huge if you're feeling stuck in the business. And another thing that can occur in the family council is create a family vision. Where do you want to be as a family? What do you want the business to do for your family? Do you want the business to be an opportunity that produces financial freedom so you can travel, so you can take days off, you can take vacations? Do you want your business to be something that produces time freedom for more things together as a family? Do you want everybody has to decide that for themselves? And so if you feel like your vision and your spouse's vision is off, bring the two together by establishing a family vision. Most everyone has a vision for the business. Like they really, this is where I want my business to go. These are the goals I have. These are the numbers I want to reach. These are the targets that I'm executing and things like that. But very few people have a vision for their family. A vision for your family can be the depth of the relationships that you want to have with your spouse and your children. It can be the goals that you want to have. It can be something that's exciting for the family, trips, vacation, time with mom, time with dad, whatever magical family life looks like for you. That's what your family vision should be. If that's traveling, if that's we're having a schedule that you can control so you can be at every children's event, sports, school, whatever that is, you have to decide that. But as you start to develop a family vision from your family council and from the communication with your spouse and children, now you can start to take this family vision and use it to solve being stuck in the business. You can start to improve your communication, your time, you're being intentional at home with this family vision. And so the last thing that I would recommend, that if you're feeling stuck in your business, put more intentional family time on your calendar. A lot of times what happens when we get stuck, we put less time with our loved ones on the calendar. We put less time really developing and cultivating and growing the relationships at home, and they start to fade and the connection starts to fade and they start to get put on the back burner. So if your business is stuck, if things are challenging right now, put more intentional family time on your calendar. Put that on your calendar first. So my solutions for at least getting an idea how to really move forward and get out of the ruts to avoid being stuck. What's up, Captain David Bailiff? Appreciate seeing you always on. David, he is an incredible individual and he's been a huge blessing for me. So I appreciate his support and I appreciate the support of all of you that are listening or will listen. Put it in the comments. What are you struggling with? Where do you feel stuck in your business? How can we collectively as a team turn your thoughts and your mind and your attention to your home to get you unstuck in the business? I know a lot of people aren't going to think about turning to the home to solve their problems in the business, but I can promise you, when you show up as a better version of yourself in the home for your wife, for your children, you're going to better show up for the people that you love and serve in your business. And so when things are very challenging, Craig, thank you for jumping on. When things are challenging in the business, the tendency is grind, 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 work harder, harder, harder. And that's not often the solution. And so sometimes it will take hard work, and all the time it will take hard work. But let's work hard in the home so that hard work can show up in the business. And so if your communication or your emotional connection or your in the contention in your home, all these things are starting to build up, then let's start there. Let's improve your business by improving things at home. So when things are difficult or a challenge at home, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of anxiety, um, there's a lot of time taken away from your ability to be effective. And a father has five, you kind of just take the quiet times when you can get it, and you give your 4-year-old a little kiss when he bumps his head. And so as a father, I find great joy in having time with my kids. And when I feel stuck in the business, my family is like my medicine. I can find relief I can find joy. I can find the renewed energy by having some time with my wife, having time with my children. So, in recap, my solutions or my immediate solutions, they're not the only ways, and they certainly won't fix everything, but have a family council, create a family vision, and put more intentional time on the calendar when you feel stuck. Let your family be your medicine for the problems in the business. When you're sick, you need attention, you need help. The hospital is for sick people. Sick people go to the hospital. They don't go other places. And so if you're feeling stuck or you're feeling sick, your business is sick or sluggish, go to the hospital. Get that help that you need. Let your home be that powerful. Be those surgeons. Be the nurses. Be the secretaries. Be the everything. Be the team that you would need and desire in a hospital to get health or to recover to a surgery. Because I don't know about you, but the only times that I know of people go to the hospital are to visit loved ones who are currently there, or if they're sick, or if they have some sort of surgery unplanned, or if there's a problem. And so if there's a problem in the business, go to your home hospital. Go find the surgeon there. Go find the loved one. Go find the attention there. And if you'll do that, I'm pretty confident you'll see a turnaround in your business. I'm pretty confident that an idea or a thought or an impression to reach out to this person or do this or implement this strategy will be able to get the momentum you need to get going forward in the business. So if things are challenging, have a family council where your family can be involved. Create a family vision and put more intentional time on the calendar with your family. Look to the home first and then look to what other problems you can solve in the business. And they match. They match. Most of us don't realize that, but they match. The way things are going at home often is a direct reflection of how things are going in the business. And same thing, how things are going in the business can potentially be a direct reflection of how things are going in the home. And so if you're stressed, if you're overwhelmed, if you feel like you're overworked, you don't have the team that you need, you have a team at home waiting for you. So go take care of things at home and then watch your business flourish. Watch your business take off. Watch things improve. Watch as you take the time as an entrepreneur to take care of things at home. Watch the support from your spouse increase. Watch your drive to want to be better in your business increase. Watch the profits increase. Watch the fulfillment and the outcomes and the growth that you get in your customers increase. Because when you're not the best version of yourself at home, it impacts the business big time. So that's my recommendations for you. If you feel stuck, implement these things quickly, evaluate that communication and how things are going at home, and let me know. I want to hear how implementing these things changes your business, how implementing these things make you go from unstuck or make you go from being stuck to unstuck. Let me know. That's what I have for you today. Enjoy. Let's ascend. Let's grow. And let's take care of our family and loved ones at home and watch the business improve and explode for greatness.